What's up? What's up? Another late night session. Man, I'm working on getting this in earlier in the day. But another goal to tackle, very doable. Anyway, this video, I mean, hopefully it may be a little bit shorter. We'll see. We'll see. This is something I've been I think is really important. I want to address the younger people on this one and older because it ties in with both. I'm gonna address both in just a second, but I've been thinking about something. I thought about it earlier and was like, man, everybody got so many things that they want to, accomplish, right? And sometimes, through the busyness of life, you feel like you don't have time for certain things to build towards certain things, or if you just had more time, you could, or if you had this, you could do that. Anyway, and I thought about it like for those of you who are in college, high school, whatever, or if you have children or cousins, nephews, whatever that's in college, anything like that, you have way more time. I understand it's still busyness, but what I want to say is you don't have the same level of responsibility depending upon your schedule. But if you have something that you want to aim towards, right now is your golden time to do it, to work towards that. That means like perfect your craft, study. Of course, when you're in high school, mainly, or college, I think I thought about this because I was in East Lansing MSU campus earlier, and I'm seeing everybody all around everywhere. It was like Saturday night, so they're doing all kind of things, and I'm not saying they don't have like busy stuff that they do, but I'm just like, man, you got so much time to perfect your craft. You have so much time to think, to meditate, to create. And it's a lot of that downtime that you have, and you could be using it for that. A lot of times when you think, okay, well, I got, you got summer vacation and all that kind of stuff, whatever it is. But when you graduate and you're working, you don't have summer vacation, depending on what you do. And mostly, you don't have summer vacation. You don't have spring break. So what I'm saying is, while you have that time, again, I'll address the older generation, or those of us who are not in high school or college or whatever. But when you have that time, use it for that, because I'm telling you, I'm a little bit ahead of the game in that area. Like I'm 26, I'll be 27 soon, and so I'm just a little bit ahead, so I can tell you what's to come. You can get ahead by taking time, focusing on what it is you want to do. And if you don't know what you want to do, now is an even better time to like just find things that what are you passionate about, or what do you like to do? What are some needs that you feel that the world needs that you could bring to the table? This is where you find that out. I'm not saying don't have fun. I'm not saying don't relax and chill. Just saying spend a lot more time creating, a lot more time thinking or meditating. Like, just even if you're around a group of people and you like, just dream build, throw a dream building party. I'm not saying like do nothing crazy. I'm not saying being super boring, but like build your dream, your mentality. A lot of that stuff, who you're around, I've said it before many times in these last few videos, who you're around is important. So it's like, if we're all like trying to go forward, we all see we want to go here. We want to have fun where we are, and we want to have fun along the way too, and we will. But when it's time to, when it's game time, it's game time. So let's hold each other accountable. What do you want to do? Or I see me doing this, I see us doing that, or we can do all this together. That would be great. That'd be dope. Okay, how can we work towards that? What are some things we can be doing right now to get us in position for that? I remember like when I was in high school, and the varsity team that year, I think they went undefeated. They were like holding each other to such a high accountability when it came. Like they played around and all that kind of stuff outside of school. They goofed around, party, whatever. They had fun. But when it was time to put the pads on, when it was game time, they took it a whole different level of seriousness. And it was like, okay, right now, yeah, you my brother, whatever, we do what we do, but when we're on the field, it's like, this is serious. There's no games. So, same kind of thing. Just take the time you have now and take it more serious, because the people who are around you, you kind of, if you just limit it to that, your school or whatever, you think, well, everybody's kind of studying, everybody's kind of, we're all in the same boat going in a certain direction. But I'm telling you, once you graduate, you realize only a certain, this is when you find out who's going to apply what they learn. And it's not everybody. And so it's like, you have to put in a certain level of work, and you got to take it serious, because it will put you ahead when you're done. And I'm telling you, it's going to be on point. So just really use this time. Like I said, have fun, but use this time to, whenever downtime you have, like, take more time, I guess you should say, as a practice or a challenge. Maybe an extra hour a week on, just for starters. I know this is 1 hour, but like, just for starters, an extra hour a week, learning something different, like something productive, something that has something to do with where you're trying to go, and or whatever, just learning something different and perfecting your craft in a certain area. And it will take you to a whole different level. It may be different than a lot of people you're hanging around, or it may be exactly what they do, depending on who you're around. Either way, that's what you should be doing. And it will put you ahead regardless. I'm telling you, look at people who are successful, who you view as successful, I guess you should say, who are succeeding in life, doing great things for the world or whatever. They spend their time, their 24 hours doing something that everybody else is not spending their 24 hours doing. You have to stand. You got to stand out. You got to stand out in how you do things. Now, again, if you got people around you who are doing the same thing, great. Y'all on the right track. The people around you are important too. But you can also be that example for other people who are around you, who may not be doing that. You can stand out. Now, this was just for the younger people, but those of you who are older and everyone else, same thing. It all tie into you. What I want to say now also is, for those, if you're outside of school, whatever, you don't have to wait to start something. And if you are in school, don't wait till you graduate. That was my point. Do this stuff now. Don't wait till you graduate and then start trying to really work at it, because then this is where you put in the work. Okay, so start preparing now. Then when you graduate or beforehand, however, whatever you're doing, you can really start working at it. So if you're not in it, you're not in high school, you're not in school, whatever, you're just, you adulting or whatever, start. I heard somebody say something in the podcast, that a 40-pound weight, rather you lift it now or later, it will still be worth 40. It will still be, the weight will still be 40 pounds. Rather you lift it now or later, it'll be 40 pounds. So there's no sense. It makes no sense. You look stupid. You look foolish if you sit there and just like, I'm telling you, when that thing turns to 20 pounds, I'm gonna kill it. It's always gonna be 40 pounds, that same weight. If your goal is to get better or stronger, lift it now. Before you know it, you start getting, it'll be lighter to you. It's still 40 pounds though. The only difference is it feels lighter now because you got stronger and you kept working at it. You might as well start now. You might as well put forth the effort now to do whatever it is you should be doing. I don't care how old you are, if you're still living, God has a purpose for you. So it's not too late. If you think it is, you still have a lot to learn about God. We all there's so much in God. I'm not saying I know more or whatever, but like, there's so much more to him. So if you're still here, you still have purpose. And your time won't be wasted. Let him build you though. Let him show you the way. And start working at it. Before you know it, you get stronger, you get better, and you're progressing. But one way or another, regardless, just start. Start. It's gonna be a challenge anyway, no matter when you do it. It's the whole point of it. If it's not a challenge, what is it worth? I mean, everything's a challenge. You go through challenges regardless. So that's the main thing that I think really stands out, and a lot of people are really needing to get that. Even me, God helped me to understand it more and more. But start and trust Him, and go and go and don't stop. Don't stop. He'll guide you along the way. There will be challenges because the devil don't want you to be consistent in anything great. So you will have the resistance. That's the whole point. It's supposed to. You think, like I said, you think about in the weight room, working out, exercise. There's always resistance, but it's supposed to strengthen you. You need the resistance. You want that resistance. Come, yeah. Thank you. I need that. So it's gonna help you. So when you doing that and things look a certain way around you and it's a bunch of challenges, that's progression. If you're doing what you were already, it's already been put in your heart to do, God put in your heart to do, you know you're following Him, things will happen, but it's supposed to. It's fine. Okay, Lord, help strengthen me, stay in His word along the way, and you can do it. You can go. You can keep going. You can keep going. You can keep going. But you need God to help you through it. Keep Him first. Keep Him being the main reason why you're doing what you're doing. Because any other reason, it's not sustainable. It won't last. It won't last. Not anything really of real value if you're not doing it for God. But God will use that. He gave us the passions, the desires of our hearts to do great things in the world. And so, who knows? You may not necessarily, that may not be your first reason for trying to do it for God, but your desire, if it's something that's going to help the world and impact the world, He could be the one using you and giving you that desire to do that in the first place. One way or another, He's still using you, but you want to work on that. Anyway, I just wanted to share that real quick. It's still 12 minutes, not as long as the past few videos, but anyway, hope to bless y'all. Try and post more often, but for now, one a week I want to stay consistent with. So y'all be blessed. Keep working at it. Don't give up. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Start. Just start. And hey, perfect your craft. You'll get there. See ya.